Let's deal with the Wike interview, which he had. Now, in that interview, Nyesom Wike, Minister of the Federal Republic, dealt with a number of issues. In fact, looking at the spectacle itself, I was amused. He had the flag of Nigeria behind him, the flag of the Federal Capital Territory around him. In terms of optics, this advertisement for myself, from Nyesom Wike looks absolutely, in my view, ridiculous. However, to go to the substance of the interview itself, he was talking about Fubara not being the leader of the APC in Rivers State. When he was governor, he asserted himself as leader of the party, at that time the PDP, in Rivers State. So what he wanted for himself, he does not want for another person. And then, of course, he says Fubara must not call himself 001. So he is 001 in Rivers State. I see it as his emotional reaction to the fact that Fubara, the governor of Rivers State, is trying to beat him at his own game. The man has now decided to join the APC and say, if this is the way the game is played, let us play it the same way. Now, Nyesom Wike, in staying in Rivers State, we were told, has been visiting constituencies, visiting local governments. Please, in what capacity? As who? His only relevance at this time is Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. So he will say he's playing politics in Rivers State, but what is his bona fide? What is the bona fide that he has ascribed to himself? And then, of course, he's doing end of the year media pally in Port Harcourt. I hope he's paying for that because there is cost involved. I hope he's paying for that with his own personal resources and not with federal government resources. The final point is that, look, I think Wike is just delusional. He thinks he's more important than he is. But he should be reminded that there is time to all of this. There is nemesis to all of this. He can say he's this and that, and I hope that at the end of the day, he and President Tinubu, that he says is helping, will reach a proper concurrence. He talked about the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde. He was saying that, Seyi Makinde, all that talk about what Seyi Makinde said and what he said, saying he would deliver the PDP to the governor of, to the president of Nigeria, President Tinubu. What are we supposed to make of all of that? So there's a lot of grandstanding, self-advertisement for myself, and a lot of childishness that I saw in that interview. But the high point of it was when Lere Olayinka, our good friend, came and knelt down, trying to serve the master. What is all this? Look, when we were in government, and I say it authoritatively, when I was in government, Sycophancy was tradition then, before and after, generally in Nigerian government. When people would kneel down before President Jonathan, he would tell them, stand up, stand up, stand up. Say, no, please, I'm not a monarch. Don't kneel down before me. In fact, I saw people crawling. This is how they behave. So, but Lere Olayinka maybe, perhaps, understands the game better than some of us. So he will kneel down and serve the master, but to what end? So for both Wike and his acolytes in the empire that he has created for himself, there's a time limit to all of this. I don't want to bother myself commenting on Nyesom Wike. But I think we should take special notice of the statement that has been issued by Comrade Ini Ememobong of the PDP, saying that, look, what Nyesom Wike has just done is to show that he's panicking about being the leader of the party, of the politics in Edo State, which is why he has engaged in this delusional, grandiloquent, extravagant, projection of himself, going from building to building in Rivers State to say that he's the man in charge and that he's the leader of the politics. As for what he said about Governor Makinde of Oyo State, he was referring to him as a young man. To the best of my knowledge, they are age mates. Both of them are 58.
You were asking that question, right? How old?
Missing something.
Both of them.
Is it when he was
there's a missing link.
Both of them are 58 years old. So why is he carrying his shoulders? And
he said he was chasing contracts.
And talking to his.
He was chasing power.
Yes, well, he was chasing power.
Talking to his age
now occupation. But he's been in government for so many years.
However, I think that Governor Makinde and his spokespersons, they have the capacity to respond.
I think enough.
The third thing is that Wike has gone from Abuja to Port Harcourt. Only God knows where he's going to have a media chat next. I hope he's the one paying for it, and not that his government.
Yes, you said that earlier.
Yes. These are the issues.
Right.
I really don't want to comment on them.
You've done very well. He doesn't want to comment. He has a full.
For a media chat. I think you should come to Lagos on this. In this.
Rufai, would you like a media? Would you like a chat with Rufai?
To come to this.
Rufai and Dr. Abati. They are extending an invitation.
Okay.
Dr. Abati.
Let him come here.
He's waiting for your invitation.
Come for a media chat.
He will sweat, even with the AC in this studio. We will make him sweat.
You know my middle name?
Let him come here. Okay, OG is inviting you.
All right, we have extended an invitation to the Minister of the Federal Capital
This AC
Territory.
will not be enough.
Some week, I'm already sweating. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like.
But as regards the Wike case, yes, it's obviously certain that what Fubara did to decamp to the APC is a masterstroke. So when Wike feels impacted, definitely he too will go on a power show. And that's why he's probably going to all the local governments to reassert himself. And he's saying he's still going to have a local government tour. The conversation about 001, when they asked him that question, he did spite him. He was taken aback and said he'll be the one to determine because he's the one that has the structure. Yes, he has the structure in the state, no doubt about that. But also it's President Tinubu's call. But it's even a dicey one for both Wike and Fubara. Because President Tinubu has now been provided a very good vantage point for Rivers. Who does he want to work with? Is he going to put Fubara as an incumbent governor, or is he going to pick Wike? Based on historical antecedents, and based on the interview Dr. Abati had with Seyi Makinde, it has shown that President Tinubu might not act in good faith when it comes to political agreements. Because, you remember when Seyi Makinde said he went to meet the president and said, at least we should be able to have an input to who's going to be minister from the state. He didn't listen to him. He put his own person there. So it's a dicey one for both of them. But time will reveal who President Tinubu will work with. President Tinubu will say, okay, I'm tired of Wike's excesses. Let me go with the way of Fubara. And definitely if he goes with the way of Fubara, then he's going to get a second term. And Wike that keeps showboating about structure. Structures are not cast in stone. Structures come, structures go, structures evolve. At a point in this country, there used to be a man called Abati Rufai in Ibadan Malete. Abati Rufai had a very big hold on the Ibadan political structure. He had a big hold on everything. In fact, it was so powerful that he led his fight with the governor, led to the impeachment of Senator Rauf, Governor Lamidi Adewolu Ladoja, who is now the Olubadan of Ibadan, Oba Lamidi Adewolu Ladoja. But once Adedibu died, other people inherited the structure. Once the bigger structure, the power that be, says they are not going to deal with Wike, it's going to be a problem. So I'm sure Wike will probably, in the next 1 year, and this political cycle as well as 2026, do everything to woo and attract and put very good Cicerobia on himself to be able to attract the favor of President Tinubu. But it's an interesting time. In all of this, President Tinubu will be the one to decide and he'll be the winner for it.